Welcome everyone to the Super Mario Adrian 37 stream. And today wait. It's not standing like it's normally right there, so right there. So I'm gonna go grab a drink. Be right back. Be right back. Yeah. I'm back, everybody. Ready to open the door. The light. Alright, so Super Mario, how long until the Super Mario 37 summer block will end? Well, it's approximately 3 weeks and 23 days left until the Super Mario Adrian 37 summer block ends. It will end on Labor Day, which I'm assuming is on September 2nd, 2019. It's pretty hard to open this. Oh my god, look at the brownie though. Yeah, that's a big brownie. Night. Off track of that. I had told you that Summer Block went on September 2nd. After that, it will still be Super Mario 37. And I will still upload videos. I will not upload them daily, just like how I would. Not all the time, because then I will be busy with school and all that. We're going out to Wildwood, New Jersey on August 26th. My plan is to film a video right there. Film a video there. Take like scenes to go. Like, it's not gonna involve Patrick this time. So, what's gonna happen is that there'll be a few videos left for the summer block with a video. We're going to Wildwood, so with a video being filmed there. And I'm really hoping I could film on the rides, but I most likely certainly can't. I'd be able to film on rides. If I could, then I'll get Jeffy and Mario. Yeah. My plan is to make, as of now, that's my plan, to make a Mario and Jeffy goes to Wildwood. Why not bring an extra guest? I have like lots of bags. I have a bag of plushies that had never been in there. that never been in this series, so I might grab one out. Because why not? All set aside of what's gonna happen this year. Now. Huh? It's a very... Alright, but I'll set aside of that. All set aside from that, we're not going to discuss about this year anymore. We're going to discuss about next year. I need to add some inspiring music on here. I need to have some inspiring music. Yeah, so I'm seeing a problem where there are black spots on top of here. Here. That's because those are for the box and all that. So if you people comment when the video is over that there's 2 black screens on it, it's because for the black spots are for one of them is for a widget and one of them is for a chat. So you'll see black screens on there, but we have to get some music going. Not this one. This one's inspiring.
Knowledge is not only power.
No! Right, here we go. So, for 2020, we are launching. This is called SMA37 1.0. SMA37 1.0 was a prototype for Super Mario Adrian 37. This fall, we will launch SMA37 1.5, which is an upgraded version of Super Mario Adrian 37 1.0. We will feature edited plus videos. We will feature changed stuff. The channel will change into its current form. Set aside from SMA 37 1.5, we are launching SMA 37 2.0, which will have better stuff than 1.0 and 1.5 combined. We will launch a website for streaming videos for us, and we will include merchandise from sweaters, shirts, pants, any clothing. And we will launch an animated series that will combine our very favorite SML characters. We will make the animated series one of our best out there in the channel. We are already looking forward to development. Production is going to start soon. We shall have this out by 2020 when SMA 37 2.0 launches. Introducing SMA 37 2.0. I don't think I'm allowed to play this. Wait. SMA 2.0. best SMA37 system in the channel and probably YouTube. We are hoping that the animated series will rise up to be the best animated series ever. We are looking forward to this channel. We will join in others, or we will fight against others. We will estimate themselves 2.0. It's gonna be the best thing of life for us. Websites, animated series, merchandise, all that. We are starting a brand new SMA channel. We are digging down to the grave, and we will dig until we can get there. So, we are Super Mario Adrian 37 combined together with our communities and with our people on us, and we are striving to reach 5 million subscribers. So, this is me. We're not going to give up on this project. We're hoping to combine with that group together. A new channel will be on the way. It is called Super Luigi Adrian 37. It will feature behind the scenes of your favorite plush series and your animated series. So, Super Mario 37 himself is saying to himself, what you're saying to yourself, all the projects have failed. What have you done? All the project has failed. The project got done. You got canceled. Well, let me tell you something. When I canceled my animated series, I never wanted to revert it back to Wayside School thing. If I wanted to, we never had SMA37. But I decided to become the right name. Yes. So, even if you cancel your project, don't give up on the code. Because you can upgrade it to a new channel. I will start gaming videos. I will start everything. Let the challenges fall on me people. I will let challenges, I will not let anything get in my way of this animated series. I may have in the past, that's the past. We're gonna let the past be the past. And the future, it's the future. We're gonna go by the present here. SMA37 2.0 is launching on early 2020. So, we will have more subscribers, hoping to drive 500 subscribers. Alright. It was an actually that was a most done speech I've ever done before. Alright, so no more drama aside from that. I have repeated a few things, but yeah. Cool. Don't feel like I ain't gonna quit. If I quitted, I remembered what I started. I'm not even gonna put on the dramatic music neither. Yeah. So, Super Mario Adrian 37 on here. Welcome to Super Mario Adrian 2.0. We will launch 1.5 fall 2019. Which will feature edited videos. It will feature much more effort into videos. So, get ready for a new Super Mario Adrian on the way. So, what I'm saying is that we will not give up. All set aside of that, what's the future? I discussed it already. SMA37 animated series is striving to be the best animated series on the Super Mario Adrian community. So, we can always start. Right now, we will start production by around this week. Storyboards are going to be made. Videos will start getting uploaded on Super Luigi Adrian 37. I wanted to have used the channel, but I can't. I wasn't able to. I didn't know if I actually wanted to have the channel or not. But guess what? I never gave up on having the channel. I never have. I will never ever. I will keep Super Luigi Adrian. I will upload videos on that YouTube channel. So Super Luigi Adrian 37 is gonna be a new channel in SMA37 1.5. Anime series should come just in time for SMA37 2.0. Videos that will be edited and put more effort into will be SMA37 1.5. We hope you're looking forward into it. I want to make the stream last longer. I don't want to end the stream, as a matter of fact. And I'm not. So, welcome to your new channel. Go subscribe to Super Mario Adrian 37 and Super Luigi Adrian 37. Go subscribe to all my other channels. Go subscribe to all my other channels as well. Subscribe to Cool Stuff Walters. Subscribe to his animation censorship. Subscribe to Eliza Cologne. All those other channels. We had gone 207,000 viewers, and we are hoping with our animated series we will get more we're gonna animate it with Toon Boon. Stop hoping it will be Star Versus in Rough Draft. Yeah, I'm just so excited, guys. So I never gave up. I never will. Give me that version of thing. Give me that version of thing. So why should it be a thing? So you remember, I promised that I do a Star Versus Season 4 review. Well, I haven't done one. So, with all this exciting news out of the way, I think it will be a good idea to start my channel. I think it'll be a good idea to start where we left off. Season 4, Episode 12. Yes, Season 12 all the way to Season... No. Episode 12, all the way to Episode 21. That's my plan right now. And if you do not like that plan, you can get the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but if you seriously don't like it, get the fuck out of my channel. No, guys. I'm just kidding. So, we're gonna start with Junkin' Jaina. Yeah, Junkin'. So Tom would discover how much fun he can have without Star coming with him along. So Jaina starts searching for trash, Garbage Island. Alright, and she brings Tom along. Well, Star comes to a royal meeting with Eclipse. Having nothing to do with it, Tom spends the entire time sending her text messages, much to Jaina's annoyance. Seeing Tom go boot sledding, that has to be a lot of fun. Tom really likes the experience, but you know how he is with Star. He can't stop sending messages to Star. Star and Eclipse are waiting in the lobby to meet up with a high commission. He scheduled a meeting for another time. The security guard scene compels her and Star to stay and sample his terrible tasting donuts. The high commission finally arrives before apparently stopping for milkshakes on their way to the meeting. Milkshakes. I'm going really crazy right now. My autism. Some sort of. Back on Garbage Island, Jaina and Tom continue boot sledding until Jaina sees a crow in the sky. Recognizing it's the same crow that steals all the trash he finds, Jaina tells Tom to go kill it with his fire powers, but Tom refuses to simply harm a innocent and defenseless animal. The crow swoops down and attacks Jaina and Tom, and they try to get away by sledding down the mountain of trash. At the bottom of the mountain, Tom stakes Jaina for bringing him along with her just to kill a harmless rodent, and as he sends a selfie to Star, Jaina tosses his phone into the boot. Just then, the crows return, and possessing immense strength, starts carrying the giant boot away. You know you never carried a giant boot. When Jaina yells at the crow, it lets go of the boot, and she starts falling until Tom flies up and catches her. Jaina tells Tom to follow the crow so she can get the boot back and Tom can retrieve its phone. Back at the High Commission meeting. The High Commission began their meeting. Despite the fight between Eclipse and the High Commission, Ambulance and Star got into a little fight with each other because Ambulance crystallized Star's phone. Timeout guy. Talking from the timeout guy. He needs more minutes in the timeout, to be honest. He needs more time in the timeout. Timeout guy. He's really the timeout guy. He needs more timeout. So Jaina and Tom track the crow to the abandoned ruins of Butterfly Castle, where Jaina finds a pile of trash the crow stole from her, including the boot. When Tom retrieves his phone, the two try to take the boot and leave, but the crow stops them, suddenly transforming into a hulking monster. Tom protects Jaina from the crow by sacrificing his phone and blasts it with fire, leaving a scar on his right eye, and they make their escape. Jaina and Tom meet Star in her bedroom, and Star is happy that Tom had a good day without her. Meanwhile, the crow delivers the metal boot to Mina Loveberry, who is assembling a giant suit of armor? Okay, cool. So honestly, I like the episode. Meanwhile, I don't watch the episodes. I just actually read these, to be honest. I'll tell you that right now. I actually read these right here. But honestly, the episode's really good. I give it, like, literally an 8 out of 10. Since it really... No. Huh. I have sun on my teeth. It really should be a 9.5 out of 10. Why? It focuses on another character besides Star. And wait, I need to connect this. So that thing doesn't disconnect all of a sudden. If it happens to shut off. So 9.5, and because it involves other characters besides Star and Marco. Like, come on. It doesn't always have to be Star and Marco. Stacko. Okay, I don't really have anything on this ship at all, to be honest. I don't even care about it. Fun fact. Welcome to A Spell with No Name. Hey guys, I'm gonna be honest with you right here. I did not ever watch this episode. I kind of thought it was a bit boring. So I'm gonna just go ahead and read the plot to you. Like, half of these I never read. I never watched. I'm gonna be honest. So, yeah, just try to stay up with me, please. So inside the Royal Magic Wand, Spire with a top hat holds a pancake party for the rest of Star's spells. All of a sudden, several Eclipse spells, including Woe, Self-Esteem, Nightmare Dream, Ouroboros, and Heavy Slumber, burst in. They shut off all the lights and take Glowworm, using him as a light source. When Spider tries to stop him, Nightmare Dreams blast him with Self-Esteem, draining magic. With Spider incapacitated, Richard the Narwhal, I know him, is pressured into going after Eclipse's spells as they leave. Richard catches up with Eclipse's spells as they just enter the room for Moon Butterfly's spells. They destroy the lights in order to make it dark and use Glowworm to look for something. When they don't find it, they move on to the next room. Richard tries to figure out what's going on and get Glowworms back, but however, Eclipse's spells ignores him. The spells eventually find what they're looking for, a butterfly-like spell with a skull-shaped body that is virtually invisible. Wow. One of Eclipse's spells explains to Richard that this spell is Eclipse's most powerful and that it doesn't have a name. You make a powerful spell, but you don't have a name. Okay, I honestly get it. Like, come on. I honestly do get it why you don't have a name. If you get so powerful and you probably made up other names, but come on. What if I put a channel named a channel with no name 37? If I honestly make that, I'd probably make it in one of the videos, but okay. So the spells try to catch the spell and no names inside a glass jar, but it evades their grasp, and when it passes through Hypno's slumber, he crumbles into dust. In the ensuing panic, Glowworm loses its glow, making the spell with no name completely invisible, without any way to see the spell with no name. Eclipse spells give Glowworm back to Richard and prepare to blow up the whole dimension with a bomb. Richard tries to dissuade him from taking such extreme actions, but the spell believes if they don't, the spell with no name will destroy anything and everyone in the entire multiverse. Just then, Richard noticed the spell with no name burrowing behind Eclipse's spells and realized he can see it with his echolocation. He convinces the cells to let him try and alert the spell with no name and to capture before they set off their bomb, and they agree. Following the spell with no name into a pitch black room, Richard blasts at it with his magic, and forces it in the direction of the other spells, and they successfully catch it in the jar. So a while later, they continue the pancake party. Makeup Blast invites the Eclipse spell to stay for the party, but they declined. As they leave, Richard looks at the spell with no name and has feeling. An anonymous feeling. So, honestly, the episode received like a 9.5 out of 10. Since it doesn't involve star characters, main characters, it doesn't have to. But for me, from what the plot sounds, this is my personal opinion. So, if you like it, I respect your opinions if you like this episode, but I give it a 5 out of 10. While it doesn't involve Star and her main characters, I kind of don't like the plot of this Bales. I like it, kind of, but it's kind of one of those episodes that make it kind of boring. If this is my personal opinion, it makes it some episodes that doesn't feature at least an appearance of a main character that features in Star. It like kind of doesn't suit me that much. I'm not gonna give it a rating, but I know that it's boring. For me, my personal opinion. So for others it'd probably be a 8 or a 9.5. What's good? Next up, a boy in his DC700XE. So Marco and Tom hang out on a dragon cycling adventure. This is one of the episodes I probably like. So at the Dragon Spit Tavern, the Kill Devil Pass Riders Club, consisting of Marco, Heckaboo, Kelly, and Cookie Guy, meet up for the annual Dragon Cycle Ride. Marco invites Tom to join him for the ride, but when Tom arrives on a dragon cycle he had recently brought, it quickly becomes obvious he never rides one. So, how you're supposed to... Okay. I'm not gonna insult Tom from here, but despite his attempts to play off his inexperience, I mean, come on, I don't really blame him. I mean, I would kind of say I'm good at Fortnite, but half the time, I die for it. Sometimes I'll die. I can say I got multiple wins on Fortnite, but guess what? Don't believe me, guys. Don't ever believe me that if I say that I got multiple wins on Fortnite. I never have. My wins actually depends on LTM games. I got a couple of wins from squads, but never from solos nor duos. So, all aside from that, when the club members begin their ride into the sky, Tom's cycle with his name Hefton is wild and disobedient. Marco teaches Tom how to properly care for his cycle and form a bond of trust with it. They catch up with the rest of the club. The other clubs are a little central of Tom for holding them back and cramping their style. The next leg of the ride, the club lies their dragon cycles to a gorge, but Hefton is still difficult for Tom to control. When a herd of wild, untamed dragon cycle flies nearby, Hampton appears to be more comfortable with finding them than with Tom. Despite how much trouble Tom is having, he insists that he's having a lot of fun and would like to ride with Marco and others. Final legs of the ride involves the club members riding their dragon cycles over a giant ramp. I like that. Between the two ends of the jumps are giant fish that fly out of the gorge wall and threaten to squash them. While Heckaboo and Kelly make successful jumps, Talon and Crookie's jumps are less than successful. Yeah, they're not successful, all that means. Considering Tom's inexperience at dragon cycling, Marco encouraged him not to go through with it, but he still insists on doing it because he wants to be called as Marco. Marco tells Tom that he should do things he wants to do, which means experience all things, like you on your own stuff, like don't force others, like don't go on a loop roller coaster. Go on your own. Go on the roller coasters that you. What they're saying is that practically like go on the roller coasters that you personally like. If you don't like loops, then don't go on the roller coaster with loops. Not because they might make him cool, and completes its ramp jump. Tom realizes that neither he nor Hampton really want to do the jump. Remembering how much Hampton loved flying with the wild dragon cycles earlier, Tom released him into the wild so that he can be with them. Tom still goes through ahead with the jump, but he uses his demon powers to fly across, though he does get injured at the end. Wow, okay. In recognition of Tom's coolness, the others welcome him as a official member of the Dragon Cycling Club. So, I like it. The episode looked. I don't watch these episodes, but they honestly sound cool. So, I'll probably give this one 10 out of 10. It doesn't involve Star, but honestly, I really like Tom's act of kindness for just letting the Dragon Cycle be to its own opinion. If your animal likes to be out in the wild, then just release them into the wild. Just don't try to keep them, okay? Or if you want to, you can breed them, but just saying, just let them entitled to their own opinion. Okay. Up next is the Monster and Queen, which I know actually. Star writes in her diary about Seahorse getting sent to jail for kidnapping Quetzal and Queen Nap. So Seahorse gets sent to jail. Wait, did he really get sent to jail? Yeah, I think that was off screen. She discovers Glossworth's rooting while riding through her belongings without her permission. McGuatsa says he's not the only one who takes things from Star's closet without permission. Star looks inside a box where she keeps the last remaining piece of the book of spells and finds it empty. Meanwhile, Eclipsa goes out. She finds Globgor under the water. After he shrinks himself down to Eclipse's size, the two leave the catacombs and roll through Muni, with Globgor remarking how quiet it is and making jokes about eating human miners. They continue through the forest and sing a song together. Globgor leads Eclipse to a spot in the forest where they can set up a picnic, but finds all the picnic stuff gone. Believe it was stolen by miners. Not miners by kids, but miners by... Okay, don't get miners by kids, guys. So, Globgor gets enraged and glows to gigantic mode. Gigantic size. Okay. He reaches his hand inside a nearby mine and grabs some, appearing to crush it in his hand, but he reveals it to be a large ruby. When Globgor presents the ruby to Eclipse, he said he knows everything around him. It's not fucking pizza, goddamn cocksucker. Oh, fucking pizza. God damn it, guys. Stay still. Oh, I'm just kidding. The camera just fell. Sorry, guys, if I just yelled at you for no reason. Okay, so. Deciding the complete absence of humans and the presence of some imaginary characters, he said he knows everything around him is not real, that he made up when he was young, imaginary characters. Eclipse reveals that she and Globgor are actually inside Globgor's mind, and that his physical body is still trapped in crystal. As they talk a little with their daughter Meteora, and Globgor expresses a desire to see her, Eclipse reveals a present for him. It's a rooster with a ribbon tied around its beak. She explains that her mother, Solora, created a spell that can break Globgor's crystal and set him free. And after following all the steps, all she needs to do is pull off the ribbon and make the rooster crow. Globgor is afraid. It's worried that, however, that humans are still scared of him and look for any way to judge him again. And he urges Eclipse to leave him imprisoned unless the kingdom is truly ready. Eclipse, having been projecting her consciousness to Globgor's mind, returns to the world. Star then confronts Eclipse about the book of spells, which is almost fully repaired thanks to Boswick's magic silk arms. When asked how she knew the book piece was in Star's closet, Eclipse confesses that she went inside Star's mind some time ago and learned about it. Star being mad, she admits Eclipse of her being selfish to think about herself instead of the kingdom. Eclipse points out that her subject hasn't even given her a coronation, and Star decides to give her one so that the people will have to accept her, and she'll have to lead them properly. So this, at the end, Star confronts about how Eclipse was thinking about herself rather than the whole kingdom. So I just saw parts of this episode. It's a good episode, so I say 9 out of 10 because there's no plot points up to here. So I can't say it was a really good episode, unfortunately. So it was 9 out of 10. I'm not too strict on reviewing episodes. Coronation. So, the episode begins by Marco and Jaina delivering invitations to others in Muni for Eclipse's royal coronation, which has been spelled for coronation. There's actually an O-N. There's actually an N with the R. Star and Tom deliver an invitation to Star to Moon in the new Mumin village she founded. And while Moon and her villagers don't trust Eclipse, she commands Star on her maturity and devotion to the kingdom. River declines the invitation because he already made plans to go bug beach hunting with his friend Eddie. During the final ceremony preparation, Ponyhead and her sister does Eclipse's makeup and wardrobe. And Eclipse thanks Star for everything she's done over the past several months. But bury it overseas last minute rehearsals for the official coronation song. But Eclipse's guitar needs new strings, and she goes to the monster temple to get more. Star sees her mother in the audience. She is excited for the ceremony and hopes to finally go to a normal teenager when it's over. However, when she goes to check on Eclipse is somewhere have nowhere to be founded, and that Globgor's prison is shattered. Crystal prison is shattered. Back at the Monster Auditorium, Eclipse makes a public announcement about Globgor's escape and tries to organize an evacuation. However, before she can do so, the Mazakai Commission arrests her under immediate suspicion, declaring a state of emergency and putting the whole auditorium on lockdown, while Marco keeps the audience calm with a talent show. Star confronts Eclipse, who can insist, but Eclipse insists that she's innocent. Star, unsure whether to believe, demands to know where Globgor may have gone, and Eclipse suggests the bar, saying it was a special place for them. River is bong beach hunting over there, and when Globgor alive, Star arrives, causing Globgor to flee, and she transforms into a butterfly form. Oh my god, why don't my camera fucking stay up? Ah! Globgor still starts to stay awake, saying he must leave in order to protect his family. After Globgor stops leaving and calms down, Star explains to him that Eclipse and Meteor are already in danger, and she convinces him to come back to the audience with her. Back at the Monster Auditorium, as Ponyhead, Marco, and Tom show off their talents for the talent show, Star arrives with Globgor in chains and tries to convince the mutants that he means them no harm whatsoever. Magic High Commission, however, refused to listen, declaring that Mutant will never be safe if Eclipse becomes queen, and Lovelace begins to crystallize her. Enraged, Globgor breaks out of his chains and attacks the High Commission. In the middle of the fight, Meteora, having been placed in a cage by Hiccup, dips down to free herself and calls towards her father. She ended up getting surrounded by fire. Upon seeing his daughter in danger, Globgor puts out the flames and embraces Meteora, touching everyone's heart. Globgor agrees to go back to its crystal prison, but River unexpectedly arrives to speak on Glothor's behalf, saying he's just a father trying to protect his family. Rumblitz is still adamant that Eclipsa is guilty of freeing Glothor, but Star points out that Eclipsa has no reason to free him on a coronation day. He comes to realize that Rumblitz himself did it, citing the fact that he crystallized Glothor in the first place, and he Talbot's Eclipse as becoming accepted. Backed into the corner, Rumblitz confesses and says he did it to everyone that Eclipsa, their family, is evil and dangerous. Hecafu accuses Rumblitz of putting all of Muni in danger because of paranoia, and she orders the guards to arrest him. Glothor frees Eclipsa, but says he can't stay because everyone's still afraid of him. However, Star points out that everyone's still in the audience, and Eclipsa leaves it to the Mumins to decide Glothor's fate. The Mumin turns to Moon for the opinion, but she once again says she's not their queen anymore. Buttfrog also speaks out on Glothor's behalf, stating that he's not as dangerous as everyone believed him to be, and identified him as being a father. Buttfrog, Star, and Katrina suggest leaving the past behind and making a fresh start. Mutants and monsters agree, finally ending the racism in Muni. As the High Commission takes 1 minute away, Eclipsa celebrates her reunion with her family and their acceptance by the citizens of Muni by performing her coronation with Glothor. Sebastian flies anonymously over the auditorium. So, it was a good episode. I like it. 10 out of 10 because it involves Romulus again. Romulus finally free? No. Globgor's finally free. Romulus ain't coming back anytime soon, I'm for sure. I like the episode. 10 out of 10. It was good, so it's time to start off with Doop Doop. So, okay, gonna go. So the episode begin with Marco packing his things to go back to Earth, while Star tries to decide where to go on the vacation trip that she and Tom previously talked about. To help her decide, Tom gave her a analytics of the multiverse to circle in place he wants to go. But she remarks that there's already been places she's already been to, after Marco and Dana depart for Earth. Star and Tom head out to say goodbye for their friends around Muni. At the Monster Temple, Eclipsa and Glothor see them off with a Mumin-shaped cake. Mirror gives Star a goodbye card. Yep. Alright, so they bite it. So, Alright, there's one of the funniest parts, too. So, Star didn't realize it was a Mumin cake at first, and then and she realized it was it. She just eats the head off she just eats the head off of the, Mumin cake, so it was kind of funny. It was funny, though, at the very least. Mayor gives Star a goodbye card. Ponyhead's house. Ponyhead wishes Star a goodbye and broadcasts it on the Ponyhead show. Yep, of course, you gotta broadcast everything on the Ponyhead show. With help from Seahorse. Horse on probation and wearing a tail bracelet, so god damn it, boy. When I just turned my neck like this, I just heard a sound in it, so yeah. I just probably cracked my neck, but you know. So Seahorse is technically put on house arrest since you have the little bracelet on it. Like, I think they give you a little bracelet to make sure you're not leaving your house. They catch you leaving, you're probably gonna be like arrested or something. So yeah, don't leave your house, guys. If you have like a bracelet on you like this, I don't see anyone does, but don't try to leave the house, please. No more talking about that. time to talk about this more. So Katrina gives Star a autographed cornball as going away gifts as to say goodbye to Buffrock and his children. And Buffrock gives Tom a threatening warning to keep Star safe. Just like, it's like Buffrock is Star's father, just like, you better be safe for her. Bad things are gonna happen if you're not safe for her. So, wait, I'm eating something right now, and it's not poop near. So when going to Moon's Beamer Village, Star and her mother had tea. So who says she and Liver are very content living in the village. With that, Tom believed they said all their goodbyes and is eager to head out. Star seems very anxious, however. She suddenly wants to say goodbye to someone named Doop Doop. Star leads Tom to a old outhouse, where a old broom is sitting by the window. Star reveals this to be Doop Doop, her very first magic spell. Doop Doop is excited to see Star, even though she apparently abandoned him in the outhouse for years. Tom once again urges Star for them to go on their trip, but Star insists on saying one last goodbye to someone named Applejeff. It's an apple named Jeff, okay? We never got to see Applejeff, to be honest. On their way to see this person that Star has never heard of, that Tom has never heard of. Apparently Star has heard about this person before, so yeah. Tom confronts Star and asks if they're even going on the trip. Star insists that they are, but when Tom looks at the atlas he gave her, he discovers that Star never circled any location inside. Back into the corner, Star confesses that she doesn't know where to go, where she wants to go, or what she wants to do. Finally free from the burden of being a princess, she needs some time to figure things out. Tom is upset by Star's indecision and decides to leave on a trip by himself, promising to keep his phone on for when Star is ready to talk. Later, Star goes to the DS household on Earth, where the DSs happily welcome her, and Marco introduced her to his newborn baby sister, Mariposa, which is butterfly in Spanish. As Star holds Mariposa in her arms, she tells the DSs that it's good to be back. So yeah. Apparently, Star didn't want to go there, so I give this episode like a 9.5 out of 10. Since it really only involves the Star saying goodbye to all her friends, holy fucking shit. And Doop Doop only makes one appearance. Come on. Why can't Doop Doop make more appearances in Season 4? Why is my phone moving? Okay, I need to go ahead and put it like that. Okay, let me get all these wires out. So, I can put it like this. You won't be able to see me, so it used to be able to, so. Anyways, British tacos. So Marco's determined to consume 50 tacos in order to win a special prize. So that's how the episode starts off. Marco's currently holding 49 tacos he ate. No. I don't think it was 49. Seeks to get 50 holes punches in his loyalty card to win it. A mystery prize. Star follows Marco's advice to take advantage of the summer season, do absolutely nothing. So sit back and do nothing, just do whatever while ordering tacos. Marco discovers Sensei and Oscar working at the restaurant. Sensei mistakenly believes that Marisopa is Marco's legitimate child and the source of some drama between him and Jackie Lynn Thomas. But Marco says that wasn't the case. When Marco gets sick from eating all those tacos, Star suggests getting the hole punches in his car from other people's orders. Personal Skeeves, Mr. Candle, and Miss Skolnick appear to get tacos and discuss Marco's school education. Marco reveals he already received his high school diploma, and he gets more punches in his car from them. Meanwhile, Starfan13 appears, overjoyed to see Star again. When Starfan sees Marco in Mariposa and takes a picture of him, when she asks for Marco's permission to post the picture on social media because he's worried that Jackie might see it. But Marco once again insists that he and Jackie are on good terms. However, after talking to a guy hiding from his ex-girlfriend in a bathroom stall, Marco begins to doubt words. Soon after, Marco reunites with his old friends Alfonso and Ferguson, who introduce him to the new members of the D&E club and mention that Jackie is currently aboard in France studying. Later that night, Marco's only 2 hole punches away from getting the British Tacos Mystery Prize, but the only ingredient left to make tacos with are extremely hot peppers, and there are no other customers around. Before Marco gives up on the mystery prize, Jackie appears with Chloe, a friend she made in France. Chloe introducing her to France architecture and parkour. Jackie is showing her the coolest parts of Echo Creek, including spicy tacos. Marco buys tacos for them, and they give him their hole punches. Finally completing its card after hearing about Jackie all day, Marco realized he was a bad girlfriend to her when they were dating. However, Jackie tells Marco that he was just a standard boyfriend who always made her laugh. Even though they weren't the best match for each other, they can still be friends. As Jackie and Chloe leave on their skateboards, Star attempts to collect Marco's mystery prize, a plain t-shirt with the British Tacos logo, but had apparently been stolen. Marco isn't discouraged though, as he considers seeing all of their old friends again to be the real prize. Alright, I really like this episode. It's a 10 out of 10 on this episode because we get to see all the characters back again. Like, all the characters we haven't seen in a while, we get to see them back in all this one episode. So, a 10 out of 10. It's nice. It's a really good episode. You're reunited with everybody in here. So, Beach Day. Wait, let me go ahead and skip on here. Alright, welcome to Beach Day. So at the Diaz household, Star and Marco watch TV and eat pancakes. Angie, Marco's mom, suddenly enters the room and presents Star's bathing suit, which for some reason odd, she left it in the freezer. Raphael takes pictures of baby Mariposa at the breakfast table. Star remembers the Beach Day photo that Father Time gave her and decides that she and Marco should have the day at the beach that they previously talked about. Star and Marco takes a taxi cab, but this wouldn't end well. When they got stuck in the traffic, Star uses her magic to give the car wings and make it fly over the traffic. The taxi driver angrily yells to put the car down, and he kicks Star and Marco out of its cab. Star summons Cloudy to fly him to the beach, but Cloudy doesn't want to fly through the smog-filled air. With no idea how to get to the beach, Star decides to follow a nearby seagull, and following it leads them right to the beach. However, Star forgot her camera in the Beach Day photo in the taxi. Star fears her Beach Day plans might have been ruined, but Marco suggests that they just have a good time at the beach. Star agrees. She proceeds to have fun, but an elderly woman who took a picture of them, thinking that they look cute together, took pictures of them. I mean, it's kind of creepy, kind of. Star and Marco discovered the photo the woman took. It's the exact photo as Father Time's, and they rejoin, believing that Beach Day has been fulfilled. Star joy quickly fades, and she goes to Father Time. She believes that after having her beast day, all of her problems will finally be solved and she'd be happy, but she wasn't. Father Time reveals that he didn't give Star the photo. She gave the photo to him to give to herself in the past because she was about to go through difficult times in her life, such as her mother missing or her identity as a princess being cast aside, so she needed something to look forward to. Star realized his beach day was just a lie, she told herself, but the thought of having it did help her get through the difficult times. Star gives the photo to Father Time to give to past Star, and as he leaves, Father Time remarks to himself that the hardest times in Star's life are still yet to come. Back on Earth, Star relates all this to Marco, and he tells her even though it's possible to know the future, creating one's own happiness is what's important. With Beach Day over, Star uses her magic to make a flying shopping cart. Imagine just Fortnite just makes things like that, and that's where it ends right there. So the episode, we find out that we finally have the theory solved on Beach Day that Star and Marco. I thought it was Marco's mother, Angie, or Raphael perhaps that took the picture. But it wasn't. But still, I give the episode a 10 out of 10. I'm not really strict on these episodes at all, guys. So I'm giving these episodes top marks. Some episodes I don't give top marks because of their quality or how the characters' choices were or whatever like that. So mostly I'm not strict on character ratings. So guys, here comes the next one. So where Marco is babysitting Mariposa and Meteora, he tells him a bedtime story to push him to sleep. Hekaboo appears and informs him that something bad is about to happen on Muni, warning them to stay on Earth and not get involved. Star realizes warning to Star. She remembers that Eclipse wanted a photo of the babies together. She and Marco returns to Marco's bedroom and discovered that Hekaboo left her portal open, and the babies are missing from their cribs. Narrate that Mariposa and Meteora had aged drastically due to the time between Hekaboo's dimension. Star and Marco head there to search for them. Marco summons Veroncita and asks for her help in finding the babies. Veroncita says a sage named Irma, who lives in the nearby mountains, may be able to help. Star and Marco fly to the mountain and meet Irma, but she suddenly attacks them with magic. The sage is revealed to be a disguised Meteora and Mariposa, who have grown into teenagers because of the time difference. Meteora attacks in her butterfly form, but Mariposa stops the battle when she discovers Star can also use magic. Mariposa and Meteora introduce themselves as Bork and Glob, respectively, and apologize to Marco for the attacking. After inviting Star and Marco and serving them garlic spider soup, they explained that they were found as babies and raised by a clan of mountain witches, who also taught Meteora to use magic. Eating the soup causes Marco and Star and Marco to suddenly fall unconscious. And Mariposa and Meteora carried them to the top of the earth. Then they summon a magic-eating demon called Riskan the Grantor, and offers to give him Star in exchange for giving Meteora magic powers. However, Mariposa starts to have second thoughts about letting Star to be devoured. Marco regains consciousness and tries to convince Mariposa that she's been making a bad decision. Mariposa changed her mind about the trade, and she and Meteora decide to fight. But White-Skin's magic-eating stomach makes him immune to spiders. Mariposa refused to believe that Marco's her brother. He convinces her by telling the bedtime stories he told her when she was a baby. Star and Marco try to convince the both to come back home with them, but the girls refuse, saying they are happy with the life they built together in Hekabu's dimension. Star and Marco only succeeded in convincing them when they tell them all about the different foods that Earth community get to offer. Pulsar and Meteora agreed to go back home as long as they were able to go up together again. The episode ends with Marco putting Pulsar and Meteora to sleep in their cribs. So we get to see the two girls go up with each other as grown-ups, so it was cool. So 10 out of 10. Then again, I'm not really strict on these, so most of them are going to be 10 out of 10. Not most of them. Not all, but most will. So welcome to... So we're going to call the SAG Teen Hotline. So Star and Tom are going to have a rooftop picnic to celebrate Tom's return from the trip, but tries to tell Star something. Star freezes the helicopter. Tom tells her that they should break up because their lives are starting to head in different directions. Star is heartbroken, especially after Tom says they shouldn't be friends anymore because it'd be too painful, and he leaves. So we're already starting like a sad beginning, like the beginning of it, of all this. It's honestly just gonna be kind of sad. Alright, so wait. You okay? Yeah. Yes. Mama is sending me text. Hold up. So, unfortunately, his dramatic exit falls flat when he is unable to return to Muni with his demon powers. He tried burning things to feel his power, but Star believes his powers are being hampered by his over-emotional state. Even with her butterfly form, however, Star is even unable to open a portal to Muni neither. For tormenting matters is the arrival of two police officers investigating the frozen helicopter in Raphael, calling the SAG Teen Hotline after learning about Star and Tom breakup. Star and Tom head to the backyard to have some privacy, but however, Tom is still unable yet to go to Muni. The two try to work their emotional issues by talking. Tom says he still cares about Star and wants them to keep becoming friends, but he feels he should be with someone he could be best friends with, although for Star that Marco already feels. Despite her heartbreak, Star really understands this thing. Marco appears, and Star and Tom reveal to them that they're breaking up, feeling it's the right thing to do. Having talked out with Star, Tom believes he's finally ready to leave, but his portal opening power still doesn't work. Michael tries to open it, but with his dimensional scissors, but doesn't work neither. Leaving Tom trapped on Earth. That night, Tom sleeps in Marco's room, but however, Star realizes that something bad's happening at Muni. It wasn't the emotional thing. It was the something bad that's happening at Muni. So I really liked the episode. It had a sad start to it. Of course, it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. It was a good episode. Even though the beginning was a little sad. I'll admit it, the beginning was a little sad. It's just like the Sutton Star of it where, okay, I'm gonna break up with Star. It's just like the Sutton beginning. Star wakes up Marco and suggests that they ask Jaina, who surprisingly, it's a Brian. So they call Jaina and ask how she got to Muni. Jaina says she doesn't know and hangs up. Sir, Marco, and Tom go to Jaina's house and wait for her to come home so they can talk with her more. Jaina finally gets home with a bunch of junk she's collected. The three of them, Star, Marco, and Tom, follow her to her room, with Star warning Marco and Tom not to get distractions by Jaina's Jananekins, as she calls them. They ask Jaina again how she got to Muni and says she doesn't remember. When the only details she remembered about that day was it was a normal Thursday. Star suggests that they go through Jaina's typical Thursday routine to try and jog her memory. A typical Thursday for Jaina includes her feeding wild possums, getting her hat ripped up to shreds, and training for a new hat with needles. In order to make that payment, she and her friends collect tennis balls from a local tennis court. While connecting tennis balls, Tom mentions to Marco that he's okay with Marco pursuing a relationship with Star now that he and Star had broken up. Getting frustrated with Jaina seemingly wasting her time, Star, Marco, and Tom put pressure on her to remember how she got to Muni. But Jaina insists she has no memory of it. In a rare moment of emotional reality, Jaina admits that having no memory of that day is really upsetting to her, and she apologizes for not being able to help. They decide to take a break from collecting tennis balls and to have lunch at its tacos. And when Jaina takes off her jacket to cool off, Marco realizes she's wearing the promotional British Tacos t-shirt that was sewn in British Tacos. The revolution jogs Jaina's memory. On the day she went to Muni, she stopped at British Tacos after collecting tennis balls for needles and saw a promotion for the restaurant's mystery prize. Having already eaten the amount of tacos required to win, he demanded the prize be given to her. However, restaurant management refused. She snuck back in the back of the restaurant and stole it from the supplies closet. In the restaurant supply closet, Star, Marco, and Tom and Jaina the squad discover a ladder leading down into a underground cavern that Jaina recognizes. Then they found tennis balls on the ground. A wire hanger that the skirt was hanging from, and some strings, hieroglyphics on a holy fucking shit, dude. So Stark discovers handprints on the inside of the well cover, and she realizes her mother left them back when she and Star were exploring different dimensions from the realm of magic during the events of Conquer. So as her memory comes back to her, Jaina remembers that this well, which connects Earth to Muni via the realm of magic, is how she ended up in Muni without using her portal. So we got a little plot twist right there. So we realize how did Jaina get suddenly into Muni. I just thought, I knew it was something like that, or I thought it couldn't be Marco. Like I thought off screen that Marco was allowing Jaina to go to Muni with him. So yeah, so 9.10 out of 10. No, 9.5 cents. There was kind of a plot build-up, but it seemed like a typical episode where it doesn't involve no plot or anything, but it's okay. Now this one, the squad star Marco, Jaina, and Tom lose their memories as they go to the world of magic to get back to Muni. So they start tossing a bunch of garbage in order to get the attention of the unicorn daughter, Star's unicorn daughter. Marco examines this wall of hieroglyphics depicting Glotric in the world of magic. After they toss enough garbage to get the firstborn's attention, and she angrily tells them to stop throwing garbage into their realm. Star, concerned, asks the firstborn to glide them about through the realm of magic in order to reach Muni. But the firstborn refused because Star sallies the realm of magic whenever she visits. Star balls Oscar's car and goes into the well with Marco. Tom and Jane are leaving the firstborn with no choice but then to lead him to Muni. So Steve doesn't have to put up with the squad. As the firstborn pulls the car towards the Muni well, she appears very anxious, constantly on the lookout for something. Inside the car, Star locks the door as she, Marco, Tom, and Jane start to feel the realms of magic effect in their memory and their hallucinatory state. Star confessed that he is in love with Star. Yo, I can't believe he confessed to him. Like, yeah, why don't Star go angry? Tom freaks out over the fact that he has 3 eyes, and everyone forgets their own each other's name. When they see the firstborn pulling the car they're riding in, they think she's a monster holding them prisoner, and starts trying running over her with a car. Irritated, the firstborn stops the car and tells the horror to behave until they reach the Muni well. Just then, black stains water falls under the firstborn's pelvis, and something drags her down into the water. She briefly resurfaces the Earth Star and her friends to escape through the Muni well before he gets them, but the squad, in the state of their complete amnesia, ignore their warning in order to get out the car and have fun. Thomas left in the car due to forgetting how to unbuckle his seatbelt. As Star and Marco play together, they offhandedly mention that they like each other. When a little pony filly appears before them looking for their family, Star and Marco offer to be her family, and adopt her as their sister. Meanwhile, Jaina discovers a bunch of other unicorns that have been corrupted by the black water. A much larger corrupted unicorn raises out of the water to attack Star and her friends, but the firstborn, injured from continuous battles, appears to protect them. She appears, holy fucking shit! Take that, no! She explains to Star Margot and the creature that this creature's sole purpose is destruction. As the evil unicorn charges at them, the firstborn tells Star and her friends that they must leave. Jimmy! And she uses her magic to teleport them to Muni. So I say that this was a Mario, you don't ever yell or be okay. He's a shit. So yeah, I like the episode. It's a 9 out of 10 since it had kind of like a plot build up. Not so much though. So a 9 out of 10 in this episode. It was gonna give a Mario fuck you. So Marco wakes up inside the link catcher as he regains his memory. Can you stay still? Fucking piece of shit! Alright, so Marco wakes up inside the link catcher as he regains his memory. He makes his way out of the laundry room, finding the usual exit blocked off. Marco overhears a conversation between the Magic High Commission and Mina Loveberry, but have apparently joined forces to remove Queen Eclipsa from the throne. As Doop Doop, Star wakes up in Doop Doop's set, after regaining her memory as well. She sees explosions coming from the monster temple. On her way there, she noticed her parents' village of art dwellers have been fortified with a stone well. Star meets with her mother Moon, who explains that the monster temple is still under attack. Star urges for them to go help Eclipsa, but Moon's priority is the safety of her villagers. Then Star flies off to Eclipsa's aid by herself. So, Globgor tries to fight the armor soldier, but however, he fails as the soldier wounds Globgor with his red energy sword. His shifting powers are disabled, allowing the soldier to decapitate him with Yates. With Globgor unable to fight, Eclipsa attacks the armed soldier with her magic, but her spells barely have any effect. As the soldier attempts to break the castle, Eclipsa recognizes the wound it inflicted on Globgor as Saurian magic created by her mother, Gloria, for the sole purpose of killing monsters. Eclipsa turns Globgor to hide with Meteora. Globgor rests in bed. What the fuck, dude? Globgor rests in bed, completely crippled by his magical wound, while Eclipsa attacks a warrior outside. When the warrior attacks Eclipsa with his energy sword, Eclipsa protects herself with it. With a barrier, but the warrior's reluctance assault threatens to shatter it. Ending the episode. So we end the episode from there. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10, since this one is probably going to be a continuation of the episode, so this will be an 8 out of 10. Anyway, time more. The right way to do it. Episode. Holy shit, dude. Okay, I just stopped right there. No, I'm not gonna stop though. Picking up from where Ready, Aim, Fire left off, Eclipsa shields herself. Star lights to help. After Star knocked the soldier over a cliff, Eclipsa explains that the soldier is a powerful Solarian, assuming it to be Mina Love Fairy inside the armor. With Eclipsa too weak from fighting, Moon and her friends head down the cliffs into Monster Town to take Mina down. In the abandoned and largely destroyed Monster Town, the team splits up to try to find Mina, but she gets the drop on them quickly, hitting Corky with her sword in the process. Eclipsa tends to Globgor, still weak. Eclipsa explains to Jaina that the wound is from the time of her mother Solarian, who created an army of the enchanted warriors in order to destroy all monsters. However, their magic made them disabled, and all of them eventually destroyed themselves. Back in Monster Town, Star and her friends continued their search for Mina and discovered that Talon injured on the ground. Mina appears and incapacitates Rich, Pigeon, Kelly, and Joby as well. Pony had attacked Mina with she was filming for the Pony head show, but Mina quickly takes her out too. When Star jumps in to block Mina's attack, Ponyhead offers her words of encouragement. Star, filled with love for her friends and desire to protect them, creates a giant suit of magic armor to fight Mina on equal footing. She tells her friends to retreat to the castle while she fights Mina one-on-one. During the battle, Eclipsa, Jaina, and the Sir Dashing of Munchieton comes up with a plan to blow Mina up with explosives, and they load a large amount of them. Sir Dashing accidentally sends the wagon of explosion, sends the explosions blowing down from the temple to the village. Star manages to drive Mina to the ground, and the roll of explosion rolls into Mina's hat, causing a massive explosion. As the smoke's clear, Mina's back on her feet, apparently unaffected by the explosion, and she drives her sword through Star's armor. Before Mina finishes Star's off, Eclipsa returns to the battlefield and casts a spell with no name, unleashing a giant butterfly that melts through Mina's Love Berry's armor, as well as some of the nearby landscape. Mina's completely stopped in her tracks, and the battle appears to be over. Tess then Margaret arrives from the butterfly castle to deliver that Mina is on her way to attack. It turns out the warrior that Star and her friend just defeated was not Mina, but in fact one of her soldiers. All of a sudden, the real Mina appears over the horizon, accompanied by an army of hundreds of Solarian soldiers, and Eclipsa collapses from exhaustion, ending the episode there. you. So yeah, I like the epic fight scene when I saw this episode. So it would be like a 10 out of 10 because I like the fighting scene in it. Like everything just turned all dramatic. And let me just get this out. Yeah, and the fighting scene was all dramatic. So that's what I like this. It's a 10 out of 10. Okay, so we're clearly close to the end of the episode. This episode is called Here to Help. Yeah, I'm here to help. So the episode begins with Princess Spiderbite coming out of Slime's parents' house just as Mina Loveberry invade the house. As they come across the remains, Star and her friends retreat inside the monster temple. Mina tells everyone to surrender Eclipse and Globgor. But Eclipse are too weak to cast it. Star says they'll be ready for when Mina attacks. All of a sudden, Moon and River arrive on the back of an eagle. Moon says she's come to help. Nazi looks over Star's friend, inflicted with Sororian wounds, and claims they can be healed at the Magic Sanctuary. Star, Markle, Moon Eclipse, and Buttfrog, and several others royal groups get together to discuss a plan of attack against Mina and her army, pulling Moon aside to have a conversation. Eclipse says he just has the right amount of power to cast the spell in No Name one more time, and that she uses it to take it out Mina and might convince the rest of her army to surrender. Moon, despite not being the queen, suggests evacuating the villages to safety first, and Eclipse agrees. But Frog prepares Star's wounded friends for travel. Sir Dashing of Musselton prepares for refreshments for the evacuees. And Star randomly volunteers to take care of the pig goats, taking Markwater to do so. In the temple pig goat, Eclipse thanks Moon for her guidance. All of a sudden, Moon opens the temple door and tells Eclipse that she and Globgor could surrender themselves to Mina so that everything will be over. In the temple's pig goat stables, Marco remarks how random Star's task is, and Star admits he becomes overwhelmed with everything happening lately and blames herself for her friends getting hurt. Star decides to address, after all they're talking about, Marco's love confession tour when they were traveling through the realm of magic. Though Marco doesn't remember this, he admits he had a feeling for Star even before they were cursed by the moon. And that his feelings only got stronger over time, despite attempts to suppress them because he thought, God damn it! Fuck! You fall on the ground one more time. You fall. You fall. You fall. Yeah, you're gonna fucking fall, right? You're gonna fucking fall. Go ahead and fall. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know what? You know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I had to. That was just a joke, guys. Alright? That was just a joke. I didn't really mean to throw my phone. Alright? So they kiss. So Star then asks if they can kiss, and they do so. You're feeling that she loves him too. She loves him too. After the pig goat are evacuated, Star and Marco returns to the temple and finds Moon and Eclipse having a magical confrontation. With some pressing by Eclipse, Moon admits that Mina's working for her. But to Star complete shock, the episode ends from there. So, go moment. Actually, I don't care about the fucking tips. Anyways, it was a good episode. So I give this a 9.5 out of 10. It wasn't the best, but it was good. So welcome to Pizza Party. Woo-hoo. It begins with a flashback to when Mina Loveberry was a young peasant girl. When her villages come under attack, Gloria Butterfly appears to drive it off to the village that she saved. She asks for volunteers to join her new army. While most of the villagers declined, Mina is inspired by Teloria's strength and bravery. Though Mina is only a peasant, Teloria sees in her eyes the conviction and love she has for her home. She asks for Mina's complete loyalty, promising to make her the fiercest warrior in Muni. That's the first Telorian warrior. Back in the present, Mina hears her Quackle, meaning Star and her friends are out of time to surrender. At the monster temple, Star is enraged to learn that Moon has sided with Mina, even calling her a traitor. But Moon says he only did so to keep the situation from escalating even further. She also remembers and blames Eclipsa for getting her lost in the realm of magic and being separated from her family in tough love. Moon offers Eclipsa a deal. If Eclipsa surrenders the throne of Muni, Moon will call off Mina and her army and heal Gokura of Looms, with Eclipsa taking her family and leaving Muni after all. Despite Star's objection, Eclipsa agrees to Moon's terms and gives up the loyal magic wand. At the Barcasi of Magic, Scene and the others have a pizza party to celebrate Eclipsa's dethroning. However, Hekaboo has doubts about Mina's cooperation, as they have little to no recent communication with her. When Rumbulus and Ambutrax's Prime isn't looking, Hekapoo opens a dimensional portal and goes through, leaving a deputate to take her place. Okay, so back at the monster temple, Eclipsa visits Globgor, whose Solarian wound is progressively getting even worse. Moon continues to assert that having Eclipsa's family leave Muni forever will finally bring the conflict to an end. But Star refuses to listen to trust her mother anymore. I mean, come on, if my mother would betray us, then I wouldn't trust her. I mean, would I? Why would I want to? When Mina appears, Moon tells her that Eclipsa agreed to give her the crown and leave Muni with her family, but Mina is intent on killing both Eclipsa and Globgor, despite Moon's orders to stand down. Mina intends to fulfill her oath to Queen Solaria and destroy all monsters. When Mina refuses to listen to reason, Moon attempts to take her away in her army Florian warrior, but her magic has no effect on them because of their pledge of loyalty to Solarian. As Mina's soldiers spread out to apprehend all monsters and monster supporters, the squad, Star, Marco, Moon, and Eclipsa try to flee, but several Solarian warriors cut off their escape. Mina attacks them with her Solarian soldier, but they vanish through a dimensional portal. As Mina searches the temple for them, Liver and Eddie hide Globgor from her. Elsewhere, the squad, Star, Marco, Moon, and Eclipsa fall through a portal and find themselves on the middle of the muddy forest, having been rescued by Hekaboo. No other person than Hekaboo. Wait, I thought I had so. The episode was kind of like a build-up to the plot. It was a build-up to the plot. I really liked this episode, but even though I didn't really like Moon betraying her whole kingdom just to join Mina, so I didn't really like it. I give it a 7.5. I'm really that nice. I'm nice. I can give it a good rating, but it's not good enough just to deserve a whole rating. So we're gonna go to the Tavern of. Okay, wait. Okay, god damn it. So we're gonna go to the tavern at the multiverse. So a tavern, Hekaboo takes the squad to the tavern at the end of the multiverse. Despite the hostile nature of the tavern's customers, Hekaboo says they can hang out here while waiting for everything on Muni to blow over. However, Eclipsa refuses to sit still while Gokura is in danger, and Star continues to blame Moon for everything that's happened. As Eclipsa distracts herself with a game of pool, she thinks move for convincing Glaucor to release. She convincing Mobius to release Glaucor from his prison during the events of Coronation. Back on Muni, Mina, Loveberry, and her Solarian warriors scatter all the monsters at the edge of the cliff and prepare to sell them over to their deaths. Glaucor is still missing, and Mina won't be satisfied unless he's killed along with them. Jane lives after all of Star's magically wound its friends. I had to rip this on that fuck. I'll be right back. I gotta do one more thing. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so meanwhile, River and Eddie carry Glaucor to the Magda Sanctuary as fast as they can. But back at the tavern, Marco tries to cheer Star up with some pomegranate shoots. Hold up. I gotta breathe, people. Star's declared that she hates magic. It's like seeing how her family and other magic users create more problems with it than they fix. She decides to renounce both magic and her family, and declares that Marco is the only thing that matters to her. Starco once again. Suddenly, I don't care about Starco anyways. Suddenly, a waiter appears before Star with a couple of pudding cups, and she sees Glossaric sitting at the bar, demanding to have a word with him. Star opens up his eyeball and climbs inside. Meanwhile, Eclipsa tells him to make a start so they can all work together to defeat Mina. In the mansion inside Glossaric, Star tells him that she hates magic, believing destroying it is the only way to defeat Mina. In response to Star's son's decision, Glossaric takes her to the butterfly tapestry room. There are several of Star's appears as ghosts outside of their tapestries, gathered around Star's finished tapestry into the wand in the tapestry. Star is shown succeeding in destroying magic and bringing peace and happiness to Muni. However, Marco is nowhere to be seen in the tapestry. Glossaric explains that without magic, he would cease to exist. Marco will return to Earth, and Star will never see him again. Star is heartbroken over the thought of never seeing Marco again after they just confessed love to each other. But she realizes that the cause of making sure everyone's safe and happy. She also realizes that Toffee in his own quest to destroy magic was right all along. Upon returning to the tavern, Star informs Marco of her decision to destroy the magic. I absolutely don't have a good. I don't think this episode. I don't really like this episode. I just like how it just kind of changed from Star focusing on Mina to destroying the magic. I kind of don't really like that. I have to say, unfortunately, the episode is kind of bad. And it kind of feels a little rushed too, because Star suddenly changes to, I'm going to destroy the magic rather than destroying Mina. I mean, I wanted to see a really good fight battle go on between them. That will be a good final episode if you ask me, so. I give this episode a 4 out of 10 because it didn't really deserve a good rating because it kind of was rushed. I'll admit it was kind of rushed. So it was a 4 out of 10. So we're going to go on to our final episode, which is Cleaved. Now, I'll admit it, this episode, I'll tell you about my personal opinion afterwards, but let's go on. The episode begins where the previous episode has ended, with Star announcing her decision to destroy the magic guard to stop Mina Lover and being hated to immunity, believing she can do so by casting the whispering spell from inside the realm of magic. But if you go get the tapestry, it's all Star japping all the magic. Not all the magic, but just the dark magic. Just enough dark magic to bring peace to Muni. La la la, do all that. At Star's request, Hekaboo reopens the dimension portal, even though destroying magic will erase her from existence. Moon and Eclipse try to reason with Star and suggest that all three of them fight Mina together, but Star's determined to see her decision through. Moon takes the royal magic wand from Moon. Marco takes the royal magic wand from Moon, who is shocked to learn that Marco has used the wand once before, and he and Star enter the realm of magic hand in hand, with Eclipse happening exclaiming upon realizing the two are now in a relationship. Inside the realm of magic, Star immediately starts to lose her memories. Marco, on the other hand, is unaffected by the realm of magic, and he realizes it's because of the pudding cups. Star gives some pudding to Star. Marco gives some. Oh my god! What the fuck am I even saying? Marco gives some pudding to Star, and her memories are sealed. Just since then, the two are attacked by Tom, who has been trapped in the realm of magic since Mama Star and the purple unicorn. While Star goes to cast the whispering spell, Marco keeps Tom and the purple unicorn at bay. River and Eddie reach the magic sanctuary to heal Gobbler of its magical wounds. Mina discovers them. Now back in the realm of magic, Star tries to cast the whispering spell, but it doesn't work. Moon and Eclipse appears to help her, having decided that the age of Queens of Magic needs to come to an end. Nearby, Marco fends off Tom, but he succeeds in restoring Tom's memory by feeding him gossamer pudding. But he suffers a stab wound on his way there by a mill horse's horn. With Tom's memory restored, the purple unicorn goes after Star. Star, Moon, Eclipse, and Meteor work together to destroy magic. All four of them transform into their butterfly forms. The ghosts of some of their butterfly family ancestors appear to support them. On Mina indicates the magic sanctuary. Here's the whispering spell being chanted inside the room, and she dives inside to hunt Star and the others down. As Star and her family chant, the realm of magic starts to crumble and their magic starts to fade. Mina appears to destroy them, but the purple unicorn attacks her and drags her under the water. Mina calls out to the ghost of Queen Soloria for help, but Soloria ignores her pleas. The purple unicorn set their sights on Star and their family. But Marco and Tom appeared to fight them off, and as more and more magic died, the mill horses all perished as well. The realm of magic continues to collapse. The ghost of the old butterfly queens vanishes, and Glossric appears to express both his surprise and approval of the decision Star and her family made. Star asks Glossric what happened to him, and Glossric simply says, "A good captain always goes down with his ship." It was kind of a sad quote right there, because we all knew that Glossic was going to be deceased to existence. And all that. With the well of magic collapsed, the wells connected to it start to close, and Moon urges to everyone to escape before they collapse. Star tells Marco to go back to Earth before the elf world closes, not telling them that this might be the last time they see each other, and they share what seems to be one final hug. As Marco heads to the Earth well, Star and others go through the Muni well to return to Muni. However, Star, unwilling to be forever apart from Marco, goes back to join him on Earth, but the Earth world has already closed. Much to Star's surprise, Marco never went through the Earth well and stayed behind for the same reason Star did, and both of them are now trapped in the collapsing world of magic. Unsure and unconcerned with what will happen to them when the dimension disappears, Star and Marco embrace, believing they belong together no matter what. As they appear to accept their fate, the match between them creates a swirling vortex underneath them as the entire dimensions involve in light. Star ends up on Muni, unconscious on the back of an alligator in a destroyed sanctuary. Moon finds her and wakes her up. As a result of the magic being destroyed, both Star and Moon don't have cheat marks anymore. The Saurian army has been rendered powerless, and Gokor is alive and reunited with his wife and daughter. Moon is also still alive, and Moon offers to get her the patriotic help she needs, but Moon saying is so far gone since he still swore loyalty to Soloria. It says even if he were to die, her anti-monster ideals will move on. Star forgives Moon, believing that this is a new start for the family. Chloe has also recovered from her wound, so Marco and Jana on Earth. Star still sad, never seen Marco again. Just then, Tom enters and brings Star outside to show her a strange dimensional portal in the sky. Meanwhile on Earth, the destruction of magic triggered a earthquake that caused British toggles to sink into a pool of black slug. And the restaurant is surrounded by police officers and television news crews. Marco and Jane are being cared of by the paramedics, and the stab wound in Marco's stomach is gone. So therefore, in an attempt to trick, Jaina distracts the paramedics by making her pulse go to zero just by snapping her fingers. I wish I could make my pulse go to zero, but I'll pop for 60 seconds. Probably wouldn't work in real life. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to go back up. So, Star races to the moon. So Star races to reach the portal before it closes, desperate to see each other again. Marco even borrows Jackie's skateboard to reach it faster, but he trips and falls when he's a few feet away from it. As the portal closes, it releases a explosive port of light, and Marco cries, thinking he missed his chance to see Star again. All of a sudden, dragon cycles fly over the moon, the palm trees, and Marco sees Star standing across them. The landscape is now lined with old castles and urban city buildings, unicorns and mermaids integrate with automobiles and mermaid and helicopters, and the population consists of humans, mutants, and monsters. As a result of the portal's explosion, the dimension of Earth and Muni has been cleaved together. Star and Marco walk up to each other and exchange a short greeting. As the credits roll, the camera pans up from the couple to show a shooting star streak across a blue and pink sky, ending the episode and therefore ending the series. It's kind of... This episode, it kind of felt a little rushed. There was still some unanswered questions. Season 4 kind of felt a little rushed. Overall, the Season 4 rating will probably be 6 out of 10. It kind of felt rushed. It had no plots in it. Kind of. And I didn't like Cleave neither. Nor the final two episodes, Cleaved and the Tavern of Multiverse. Star wanted to end all the magic, but finally she does, but guess what? I gotta tell you something. She actually killed all the spells. And so I didn't really. Overall, I liked it. It was enjoyable enough, actually. Yeah, so it's hard to tell, though. The finale episode wasn't really a good episode. I mean, I thought it would be a half hour, and I didn't really like it. So it kind of be a 5 out of 10 for this one. I feel like it could have been like half an hour more, just like Battle of Muni. Could have been half an hour or something. But no, I don't like it. It kind of felt rushed. Should have been at least half an hour. I didn't like it. So it could have been a lot better. I like it, but it could have been better. So yeah, still that's gonna end my stream. My future plans are to start SMA37 2.0, which 1.5 will include edited videos and a new channel, Super Luigi 37. SMA37 2.0 will feature anime series and a website. So the animated series, I say because of Cleaved wasn't a good episode. I think I'm gonna change Star's personality in this one. Yes, he has her cheek marks, but she's not gonna have the magic to attack, so she's gonna have to use her hands to fight, so pretty much so. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream there. It's a good stream, bye bye.